Hi Sagittarius, this is your weekly reading for December 27th to the 31st. I hope you guys had a wonderful holidays. I hope you had a great time with your friends and family, relaxing and being able to take care of yourselves and show yourselves some TLC so far. I haven't put out any daily readings yet because I'm trying to get my subscriber count up. Right now we're into the 500s and I'm so happy and excited about where this is going. So happy to be here. Instead, I've decided to do some weekly readings for love, solely for love. After this general reading for the 12 signs, I'm going to start with the strictly love readings as well. So I will have those out afterwards. Okay, so let's get started with your Celtic Cross for the week of December 27th to the 31st. We're going to use the Fountain Tarot and also the Work Your Light and Sacred Earth Oracle cards by Tony Carmine Salerno. And the others I'm sure you're already familiar with: Romance Angels, Whispers of Love, Crystal Healing, Sacred Traveler, and the Divine Feminine Oracle cards. So let's get started with your Celtic Cross for Sagittarius, December 27th to the 31st in the form of a Celtic Cross. As you know, I'm going to shuffle, and after a good shuffle, if a card pops out, that's my signal that that's the end of the shuffle. If I shuffle and a card pops out too soon, then I'm going to show you the cards, but I'll continue the shuffle. If it takes too long, I will end the shuffle. All right, let's get started with Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 27th to the 31st, all the way to New Year's Eve. So, again, apologies for not putting out your readings for the last couple of days. I've been, honestly, pretty sick. Had a cold. I tried to pump out some readings, and I was literally coughing and sneezing and runny nosing the whole entire time. So then, you know, Christmas Eve and Christmas hit, and I had to, you know, take a break, spend time with my family as well, even though I got a couple of readings in on Christmas Day. So here we are back again. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 27th to the 31st. All right, that was that. Woohoo! Ace of Swords. Okay, on the bottom, we've got Queen of Wands. Beautiful. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is represented by the fire, by the wands. This is the situation, Ace of Swords. And then we're going to take this as a challenge, is the Lovers. Conscious, we've got Three of Cups. A lot of people have been getting Three of Cups just because, you know, this is about the week of New Year's Eve, right? New Year's. All right, Seven of Wands is the foundation here. Recent past, we have the Magician. Recent future, we have the Star. Beautiful. A lot of people have been getting the Star too. All right. You right now, Ten of Swords. Ow. Surrounding you, Nine of Coins. Hopes and fears, Queen of Coins. Outcome, Empress. All right. What does this mean? Let's see. So we have the Queen of Wands here. A lot of strong ladies in this read. Now let me just break apart all these little different pieces and explain what the cards mean, and then you can take it as it resonates for you guys. Let me put on some rings here. All right, so here we go. Let's start with the Ace of Swords. This is the situation. Ace of Swords is about truth, victory, clarity. Okay, it's about speaking your truth. It's about, in this situation, you're cutting off the things that no longer serve you, and this sword cuts both ways. So whatever you're doing right now, you know, you're really going to be feeling not aggressive, but like in this kind of frame of mind where you're standing up for yourself and you are using logic and reason, and you're being very straightforward and kind of almost ruthless about like what you want around you and what you don't need around you. Because if there's been people who've been like coasting and you know, resting and living off of you or whatever the case may be, you know, you're ready to show them the door. If there's anything that's been unjust, or there's been injustice, you're ready to set that straight as well and speak your mind. This is the Ace of Swords, okay? Also speaks to a communication and a beginning of sorts, because it's an ace, okay? What is the challenge is love. The lovers, okay? The lovers can speak to a decision that needs to be made, or a love interest, a romantic love interest, someone who's piqued your romantic interest, or a relationship that you're currently in. So what does this mean? Okay, the situation is you are feeling like you need to speak up for yourself, and you're going to put things right, and you're going to make things fair. And if things have been unfair, you're about to set the record straight. The challenge is that there's the Lovers card, the fake card here with the Lovers. That the challenge is making a decision here, okay? Making a decision about your relationship or your love interest, okay? That's your challenge. While you are using this sword of truth and victory and clarity, your challenge or your block is your relationship, okay? Consciously, you've got Three of Cups. Three of Cups is you're celebrating success. You've got New Year's Eve, like during the week of the 27th to the 31st, possibly you have on your mind, okay, I got this New Year's Eve party coming up, or this New Year's Eve, you know, family function, whatever it is that you are, you know, attending, some kind of event. You have that on your mind, okay? And it's something that's important to you, and something that, you know, you've been looking forward to. On the foundation, though, you have Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Wands are represented by, you know, fire signs like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And it's about the hero card of sorts. It's someone who is maintaining and on top of a hill, and they're getting challenged, or you might even be feeling attacked, or you might have options, or whatever the case may be. There's these 6 wands around there, and there's you on top of that hill with 1 wand protecting and defending yourself. Now, it speaks to, you know, that you have the ability to, you know, protect your interests. You have the ability and the strength to maintain in the face of opposition. Possibly you may feel like there might be also, like, you know, some options there as well, okay? You might be feeling defensive, but there also might be this feeling of there are many, you know, options out there. I don't know. Let's keep going. Recent past, the Magician. Okay, so Magician over here could be represented by a Virgo. On the major arcana here, it's a fake card. You've got a recent past fake card, recent future fake card, and outcome is a fake card. Okay, so there's major fate going on here. Karmic consequences. Okay, and in this sense, these are great cards, so don't worry about that. Recent past, we got the Magician, is about being able to manifest and create anything. The Magician's about alchemy and being able to turn water to wine, base metals to gold. Basically, you have all the tools to be able to create and manifest in the material world. It's the first card in the major arcana, coming after the Fool card. Okay, could represent a Virgo, doesn't have to. All it speaks to is this person who, there's a slight lower vibration element of a trickster in the Magician card, but it's about, in the recent past, you were someone who very, very skilled, very able, very inspired. You had very confident in the knowledge that you had all the things that you needed, all the tools you needed to be able to create the life you wanted, to do what you wanted, whatever in this whatever the situation may be. You felt empowered, okay, and able to do anything and manifest. So right now in this situation, the thing is, there's the truth factor here with this sword that brings clarity and brings justice and brings truth and brings victory. Then in the recent future, you've got the Star card, okay? The Star card is like this now moment of peace, where you are either, it could be about a wish that you have, that you've been working towards. It can also speak to being famous now, or gaining notoriety for something, whatever your work or whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest. Someone who's in the public eye, okay? That's in the recent future. And that's a beautiful card to have in your recent future. So you've got the Magician, being able to manifest, and then using your truth, okay, this sword of truth, to speak your mind and to cut off the things that don't serve you, to further your goals. You're in this kind of mind frame, very focused. And then in the recent future, you've got this Star card, which is going to manifest some wonderful blessings for you. You know, it's being able to see, like, you know, the star that you wish on at night, the being able to be guided by this star, seeing and going after what you want. Also knowing that it's going to bring you this kind of notoriety and fame as well, and attention. And then you've got you right now in the current situation, the Ten of Swords. It was the end of something. You see a sword here and you see the Ten of Swords here. So you speaking your mind and you doing what you need to do. Well, the challenge was the Lovers, right? And then what happens is, when you speak your truth and you are challenged by your relationship in speaking your truth, well, what happens when people speak their truth and say everything they're thinking? And the sword cuts both ways. That's always a condition that comes with the Ace of Swords, saying don't go overboard. But what you have on your mind here is like celebrations, and it also speaks to going out and partying and enjoying that kind of youthful, like, freedom and whatnot that you used to have. Now, if your challenge is your relationship and you're going to cut off what no longer serves you and you're going to use your truth and clarity and victory over here, then what will happen is you right now, you're in Ten of Swords mode. Ten of Swords is about the end of something, an end of some kind of situation, whatever the situation is. Now, we're going to take that as the relationship, because you're challenged by the Lovers card. I see it that way. So the Ten of Swords, you see the sword in every chakra of this person's body, and then some. So whatever the situation was with your relationship, it was very, very stressful, and it was a long time overdue ending. It was brutal here, and you've had enough. This is like when you can't take anymore, and the situation's gotten so bad that you have no choice, because this is a completion number, the 10, for any of these different suits. So when you come to, it's like the struggle is over now, the worst is over, and the relationship is over, okay? Surrounding you, you've got Nine of Coins. Nine of Pentacles is the Bachelor or Bachelorette card. It's someone who is independent, single, younger, not like a divorcee type. It's someone who still hasn't even, you know, it's kind of like that kind of vibe of someone who hasn't even been married yet. Now, this is a situation of someone around you, or the energy that you could be surrounded by. This is the single person's card. So again, it could speak to Pentacles, speak to, you know, Coins and Pentacles is about earth signs like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because we're seeing signs everywhere, all over the place here, like fire signs, earth signs, Virgo, water signs, air signs. It's all over the place. Okay, then you got the Lovers, could be Gemini. Gemini is also air, so like a double air sign factor here. Maybe you're dealing with a Gemini. I don't know. But the point is, it's going to end. Whatever is going on here is ending, okay? And surrounding you is this person who's single now. And feeling like they're ready to mingle, okay? Either you might be manifesting this energy, or you have someone around you who's like this. But what's your hopes and fears? Well, you're hoping to be the Queen of Coins. Surrounding you is this energy of the Nine of Coins, but you're hoping for the Queen of Coins. I don't think, unless you're scared of someone who's representing the Queen of Coins energy. Queen of Pentacles is someone who's like the married mother type, nurturer, older, married, usually. Doesn't have to be, but again, the Pentacles is like earth signs like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone who's able to take care of home, family, you know, work, everything. Hard-earned Pentacles. Very loyal, very nurturing type of person. So this is in the hopes and fears position. Maybe you're hoping to manifest this kind of energy now. After the end of this relationship, maybe you're focusing now on professional life, focusing on you know, saving your money and becoming more independent and more successful, and, you know, thinking about expansion, things like that. Maybe you're along that vibe now since this struggle. And then in the outcome, you've got the Empress. The Empress is about fertility and creativity. And when you see the Empress and the Queen of Coins, like if you were hoping to be a Queen of Coins, Sagittarius, then you have done much greater, because in the outcome, you've got Empress. And Empress is like the divine version of Queen of Coins. Okay, so if you're hoping to become a Queen of Coins, well, you're going to be the Empress instead, even better. So you do a big jump, okay? You do a big jump. Why? You go from the Ten of Swords to the Empress. And you're able to do so because you've got truth and victory and clarity on your side. Whatever the situation is, you're not the asshole, because you've got this sort of truth and victory and clarity, which means that you have your truth. And let's see, you're at the subconscious about this relationship here. You feel like you have been, like when you look at this man in this Seven of Wands, it's about maintaining in the face of opposition, right? Not quite so much like the Nine of Wands, which is like a wounded warrior, vigilant type of energy. This is more like you can handle it, okay? You're not scared about it, but you're heroically defending your success. This is, you feel defensive about your success, and you feel like people are coming for you, right? Or you feel attacked, or you feel like you have to guard what you've manifested so far, your successes. Okay, and that's going to end, because this has to do with your relationship. So you've got, like, you know, during this week, Three of Cups on your mind. So you can't possibly be thinking that you're going to break up and cut this person off, and at the same time, you know, be sad and with the Three of Cups on your conscience. I don't think that's the case. I think you really do know that this person, whoever it is, has put you in this kind of a position, making you feel defensive and kind of like you have to be on your guard. And you feel possibly a little bit attacked, right? Or you might feel like you have a lot of options. And this is to do with the challenge of the lovers, challenge of the relationship. Okay, so this will end. I don't see you suffering. I don't see any pain and hardship here. The Ten of Swords here, you could talk about it's a brutal ending and it was rough and blah, blah, whatever. But I think we already know that you had a tough time of it in this relationship, because now it's come to Ten of Swords. But I don't see all the suffering here, the rest of the layout. So what do we see at the bottom of the deck? Who's happy? Queen of Wands. Does this look like a depressed card? No, it's not a depressed card. This is someone who's manifesting. The Wands, the Queen of Wands, King of Wands is like the masters of manifesting. Someone who are, people, especially the focus is like always extremely attractive, very passionate, very outgoing, very strong, very powerful, very dynamic kind of energy. Right? So then we have the Empress in the final outcome, which is about fertility and creating. Empress can also speak to childbirth, but I don't see that in the rest of the layout. So I'm going to say that if you are hoping after the end of the relationship to manifest, you know, success and to be self-sufficient and independent and do, you know, do you, well, you do. You get Empress in the outcome. So let's get some clarifying cards. I'm going to pull one crystal healing card for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 27th to the 31st, please. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 27th to the 31st. Okay. On the bottom, we've got, sorry, I'm holding it upside down, aquamarine, communication. And that's related, these blue stones are related to the throat chakra. Communication also related, again, we see to like this Ace of Swords is about communication. Swords are about the intellect and about communication. Okay, and also what other signs do we have that deal with communication? Well, we've got Gemini, ruled by Mercury, Virgos ruled by Mercury. So we see the Virgo and the Gemini signs here as well. So there is some major like Mercury and, you know, air element here going on with whoever you're dealing with. But let's read the top card. Top card is Calcite, relaxation. And doesn't that go with the Empress so beautifully over here? Okay, so I'm going to put Calcite over here. So you got relaxation. Let's see what that is. So far, so good, Sag. You have this Ten of Swords ending, and I'm sorry that that ended. But again, it doesn't look like you're crying and dying. A lot of people are like out, like I've noticed with the readings, a lot of people are, you know, tying up loose ends before the new year. Crystal color, all. Related chakras, all. Okay, calcite is one of the most relaxing crystals because it resonates and amplifies the energy of inner peace and deep relaxation. The crystal meaning: strengthens the bones and skeletal system, brings inner peace and tranquility, calms the mind and balances the heart, facilitates states of deep relaxation and meditation. Okay, so this card is to remind you to take some time out for yourself. At times, life can get busy and crazy, so it's easy for you to get carried away with the intense energies of work, commitments, and all the other aspects of life that require your attention. This is a reminder to slow down, take a deep breath, and relax. Okay, so you might currently have too many projects on the go and need to create a little more balance in your life. If you've been feeling a lack of motivation and energy, this may be a sign to slow down and relax. You are no good to yourself or anyone else if you burn out. If you've been working too hard or be under stress or had an experience that has left you depleted, or you may just be in need of a refreshing change. Whatever the circumstances, take time to relax. Take a well-earned holiday, turn off the phone, sit under a tree, connect with nature, walk on the beach, spend time with your crystals, read, sing, write, dance, whatever helps you to unwind and relax. You deserve to give back to yourself, and it is a part of the natural cycle of life. Enjoy the next phase as you create the time for yourself to rest, recuperate, and relax. All right. Taking some time to relax and recuperate. Now let's get some crystal, the Work Your Light cards. These are beautiful cards. So I think we picked up on a different Sag this time. It's been a lot of enduring love, 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 true love for Sagittarius, and now we've got a breakup. All right, so this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 27th to the 31st. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 27th to the 31st. Okay. On the bottom, we have the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Ooh, crumbling. Okay, well, we already see. This is Ten of Swords. Don't cling. Okay, birthing a new age. Beautiful. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Okay, so we got birthing and we got the Empress. Now, I'm wondering if there's a pregnancy involved. I don't know. I don't often get that card. So let's see what is going down with birthing a new age. Interesting. It's not in alphabetical order. Give me a sec. All right, 104. And even within the section, it's not in alphabetical order. Okay, because there's different chapters or sections. Okay, so it says, often our path is exactly the one that we don't feel prepared to walk. Walk it anyway. Often what is rising feels far bigger than we could possibly hold. Be a container for it anyway. Often our creations seem to have a wild, uncontrollable conscience of their own. Birth them anyway. Uncontrollable consciousness of their own. Birth them anyway. Often what is ours to do is the very thing that most intimidates us. Be courageous and do it anyway. We are birthing a new age. Right now, we're in a transition period between ages, in the process of allowing the old cycle to fall away and the new to rise, like driving in the fog and trusting the road will appear ahead. We need to release old identities and ways that no longer serve us. Using our intuition as a compass, you are part of a group of souls who have been incarnating at significant periods of history, preparing for this exact time, dreaming a new world into being. Magdalene sisters, daughters of Isis, Essens, priestesses, witches, mystics, healers, seers, artists, midwives, visionaries, guardians of the earth, and storytellers from times past. It is time to give permission and space for what is beckoning within to be born. We are dreaming a new world into being. So hold the card on your heart and say, I am open to surrendering to the creations that are wanting to be birthed through me. May I be of service in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. Please use me. Please lead me. Please show me the way. That was a lot of birthing talk. Let's see where this goes, okay? Let's see where this goes. Let's get a Divine Feminine Oracle card, please, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 27th to the 31st. Interesting. On the bottom, we have Goddess Bridget. Hello, Bridget, the goddess of the eternal flame. I'm an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. Celtic goddess from Ireland, predates Christianity, and also she's a reminder that when you're feeling alone and in the dark, it speaks to, like, she created the whistle when people were walking in the night alone so that they wouldn't feel alone. They'd know they weren't alone. So it's a reminder that you are not alone, okay, and that there is support if you need it. Okay, at the top. Okay, Diana, Queen of the Wilderness. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. She's a Greek goddess. Let's talk about Diana. Beautiful. Strong female energy here. Diana, Diana, Diana. Oh, this is not in alphabetical order either. I like to make things difficult. 190. Alright, when your soul selects this card, sometimes the answer is the simple elemental need to just walk barefoot in the grass, or even better, the mud. Sometimes we get so caught up in what's happening or what isn't happening that we forget to just be. We forget that there is tremendous power surging up from the earth, wanting to take whatever energy is no longer serving us. We forget that we can commune with the trees, those ancient protectors and elders whose language comes with the help of the wind and the slow, soft caress that touches our cheek. Answers sometimes need to come from the basic desire of the body to feel grounded here on earth. Diana is associated with fertility, the phases of the moon, and the ability to communicate with animals. Of course, not with any human language, but with the frequency of love and intention, which animals perceive. If we open ourselves up to it, we can connect to the wisdom in the natural world, even if we live far from it. Even if we're deep in the heart of the busiest city, a sign on a bus, a logo on a t-shirt, or a card someone sends us may carry an image of the animal that wants to reach us. Or we may be visited by a possum on the fire escape or a hawk on a window ledge. We don't have to be in the wilderness to assess the wisdom of the natural world. The wilderness is within us. We are part of it. There's so much more we can receive from the wordless life all around us. We just have to develop the heart that can hear it. The soul voice meditation is what spirit animal has medicine or a message to give me in this moment. The intention is the language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. Okay, so again, she's associated with fertility and a lot of, communicating with the animal realm. She's worshipped in the ancient Roman religion that originated in Italy. She's the daughter of Jupiter and Latona, born on the island of Delos, with her twin brother Apollo, god of the sun. Twin brother, god of the sun. Okay. The Temple of Diana in Rome dates back to the 6th century BCE. She was the protectress and patroness of the lower class and slaves who could seek sanctuary in her temples. The temple to Diana in Ephesus, also attributed to the Greek goddess Artemis, was considered one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It took 220 years to build, and the magnificent statue of Diana covered in breasts symbolizes her worship as a fertility goddess for women. Okay. Diana's temple, since her following was extensive and seen as a threat to Christianity. The most famous place to worship Diana was in the sacred grove of oak trees on the shores of Lake Nemi, near Rome, out in nature connected to the earth. Golden bow and arrows, independent, free-spirited goddess who communes with the moon, the natural world, and all those who cannot speak for themselves. Wow, that covers a lot of territory there. I'm just gonna say it, Sagittarius. You might be thinking of being a mom. And I got this for some other signs as well. I can't ignore that. Diana is like, you know, a statue of her covered with breasts, because it speaks to her fertility, right? Empress is all about fertility. What did I tell you? In hopes and fears, there's a Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. There's a mother figure, right? Maybe you're hoping to be that strong mother figure. Let's see where this goes. Even on the bottom with the Queen of Wands, right? That's a fire sign, yes. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But that's about creation as well. Wands are all about creation and creativity and manifesting. Okay, so you got a lot of creation and fertility and mothering energy here. So let's talk about it. Here, can we please get one card for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 27th to the 31st. Okay. On the bottom, we've got fellow travelers. Support is all around you, right? Fogged in, go slow, take time. Didn't we see that when we were talking about, I think it was birthing a new age, or maybe it was relaxation, I don't know, but when you don't see what's coming ahead. Okay. Sacred Traveler, fogged in. Go slow, take time. These are short. Card meaning, even if you can't see what's around the next corner, go forward slowly and gently. You are safe. When you take the time to go slowly, new perceptions emerge that you can't see if you're moving fast. Move away from the rapid pace of everyday life and step into the majesty of stillness. Resist the impulse to go ahead with your first instinct. I'll say it again. Take time to tune into your deeper intuition. Power is born in those times when you relax into the present moment. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, sometimes the mist and fog are so thick that the traveler feels uncertain about everything. Where am I going? What am I meant to do? Why can't I see what's ahead? However, it's in those moments of unknowing that the deepest and most profound answers to life's big questions can emerge. The secret is to traverse slowly and carefully so as to not fall off the path. Be careful. Proceed with caution in all things as you sense the best direction. Listen to the whisperings of your soul. Trust your inner voice. So that was about not following your first instinct. Be still in your in silence and peace, and get away from the hustle and bustle, and follow your inner voice. Okay. So let's pull one Romance Angels card for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 27th to the 31st. Okay, I'm going to take that. Honeymoon is on the bottom. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And that could speak to many different things. Like if you're a relationship, then you could be going into, if you're married, you're going on a honeymoon. If you're not married, it speaks to needing a break and a trip or something. But let's read the top card, okay? Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay, so we got that already. Which I was saying it's a breakup, right? So this doesn't necessarily mean it's a full breakup. I'm just letting you know. I already know this card. It's about either it could be your partner or you or whoever were separated because you're going away on a business trip. It could be a temporary, situation like that. If you're married, it could speak to divorce. If you're dating, it could speak to a breakup. But regardless, it's time apart. It's a separation, but it's still kind of not a for certain divorce, not a for certain breakup, like for good, but it is for now a separation, okay? I'm just going to read it to you because if this is a pregnancy, you're going to feel like, you want to know this. It's probably one of the most important cards you want to know about. Okay, so separation. Romance angels are helping you during this period of separation from your partner. This card comes to you as an indication of angelic support as you spend time away from each other. While you're apart, the angels can help you fill your hours with healthy activities, which will help your present or future relationships. This card may indicate a temporary period of aloneness, such as while your partner is traveling for business, or a time in your life when you're single and preparing for your next relationship. It can also mean a marital separation or divorce. Call upon the angels for support and guidance during these transitions. They can help you discover the deep healing to be mined as you spend time alone, which prepares you for the next part of your relationship journey, okay? Pretty much the same thing. So we'll just put that over there, okay? Now, I'm going to pull one Sacred Earth Oracle card. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 27th to the 31st. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that's a no. Can't take all that. Brilliance. That's a very positive card, but, the way those fell, no. Can we get one card for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 27th to the 31st? Okay, I'm going to take that one. On the bottom, there's absence. Yep, okay. On the top, we have discernment. Okay, so let's read about discernment. Discernment, earthly meaning, and then spiritual meaning and the insight. So the earthly meaning is most practical, I guess, is the books, films, and people you choose to spend time with subtly feed your beliefs about how the world works. Choosing good food means your body can absorb all the nutrients it needs for optimal health. The same applies for the information and attitudes you surround yourself with. Be selective about the movies, books, and conversations you have. Give yourself the opportunity to absorb higher thinking, greater visions, and deeper love. Spiritual meaning. Breathe in the Divine Mother's deep love for this world. Surround yourself with works of peace and compassion. Take on the beauty and joy of living. Increase your concentration of love, and it will naturally flow out into the world from high to low, following the channels to where it is needed most. The energy you foster in yourself and in the world is a choice. Be selective. Choose love. Insight. When particles, now this is very long-winded, and then it finally gets to the point. Okay. When particles move from areas of high concentration to lower concentration, it is called diffusion. Osmosis is a type of diffusion that occurs when water moves from a weak solution, brackets high water concentration, to a strong solution, brackets low water concentration. The water passes back and forth through a membrane until there is an equal concentration on both sides. The membrane is selective in that it will only let certain things pass. It is by osmosis that water passes through the cell walls of plants until they are stiff enough to be able to hold themselves upright. When there is a high concentration of certain ideas, attitudes, and beliefs. We can absorb something of them with little or no effort. In this way, we might take on helpful or detrimental beliefs or behaviors without realizing it. When we immerse ourselves in quality people, films, or books, we take on elevated thinking and positivity until we can hold ourselves upright. Remember, the osmosis process is selective. Be aware of what you are taking on. Okay, Sag. Very, very, when it's talking also about eating healthy foods, there was like, I know it was saying osmosis and it's saying everything you surround yourself with right now, it's very important to use your just discernment, to pick everything that's of a higher quality, higher good, higher vibration, and be careful who you're hanging around with, what you're eating, how you're acting, you know what I mean? What you're saying, everything, to make sure that you are in the most highest positive state of mind, right? So that, you can hold yourself upright. I feel like this is talking about pregnancy, okay? Because I'll tell you why. Because when you're pregnant and, if the relationship is not going so hot, if the person that you're with didn't end up being, a prince, soon to be king, if it didn't happen like that and it ended up being like a dumbass, or someone who wasn't so great, or someone who wasn't as committed, or someone who's not like you, who's not, it happens all the time. It's just saying, in this time, like with these cards fogged in and birthing a new age, I'll just like take a break for a second, get away from the hustle and bustle. If this is a situation, make sure you have a clear mind, make sure you're hanging around the right people, make sure you're reading books, movies, everything, whatever you're looking on YouTube, something of a higher vibration for your highest good. Use your discernment. There is a separation, but it looks like you're excited about this. And Diana is a very strong, like a fertility goddess, right? Very powerful card. And it looks like you are capable. The only thing is that there was an ending right now with you cutting off this relationship that wasn't serving you. So, whatever the case is, slow down and surround yourself with healthy people around you and quality things, quality food, quality people, quality videos, quality, books, everything. Use your discernment. All right, can we get one last card, please, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week of December 27th to the 31st? On the bottom, we've got love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. Number 8, strength card. Okay, so then we have the top though. 44, get to know each other. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. Okay, so, this is keeping with the theme of your relationship. It's saying, I was telling you the separation card. It doesn't have to be a for good, forever separation card. Especially if there is a pregnancy involved and a baby involved. I would say with the separation, when you get this card, getting to know each other, there's been some arguing and fighting and control issues, which I will read to you. And it's saying that you guys need to communicate better. Because it's not a done deal. It's not something that's not fixable. But I will read it to you. Okay, 1 second. So I'm going to topple over. These are very short. 44. I might have to add one more card for you guys just in case it is about that. Okay. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. The need to feel loved and appreciated motivates how we will act in a relationship. Taking time to understand each other will benefit you, as you will find that this will only help love to grow. Recognize your differences and don't try to control every aspect of what is before you. Okay, Sagittarius, so that's what we have so far for your reading. I was contemplating adding another Mother's Deck card to Wisdom Deck Oracle card here, but I'm not going to, because that's for people who are further along and if you already are a mother, so it wouldn't really apply. This is your reading so far, and I don't want to go too much into it, but I'm just going to, this is the explanation of the cards that I've given you. There is a great call for you to find, like when I see relaxation, discernment, and, you know, with fogged in and birthing a new age, aside from the obvious fertility talk here and the theme of, you know, giving birth and motherhood with Diana as well, the goddess of fertility here, I just want to say there is also quite a need here for you to surround yourself with calm, peaceful, quality things, okay? To eat good, be in, you know, take care of your body, take care of your health, take care of your mind, take care of, you know, your energy and your high vibration, okay? To make sure you're very careful with who you're surrounding yourself with as well. I feel like, you know, this separation that I see can be worked out. And it looks like, you know, you may be obviously having some insecurities and fears, but it's saying everything's going to work out fine. Especially when you end with the Empress card. That's a beautiful card. And it looks like you're happy as well. So if this is the case, if this resonated for you, congratulations. I'm very happy for you. If, you know, it's not the case, that's cool too. You know, you could take this in the other explanations, where you're going the professional, you know, route, where you want to be independent. I just couldn't help but bring up that, you know, with the mothery kind of figure here, the creation and fertility, and the goddess of fertility over here, and then we got the ending of the lover's relationship and separation over here. But it's not, remember I was saying when we got this card, it's not for certain that it's forever, you know, it could be worked on. And here with this one, getting to know each other, it says, you know, releasing the control and good communication that will benefit, right? So it doesn't look like it's a total loss. Doesn't look like it's a for sure no. It's just keep it calm, keep it peaceful, keep positive. Okay, that was your reading for the December 27th to the 31st. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope this reading helped you. And again, thank you so much for checking in. I will have love readings up as well soon, okay, after these signs are completed. Take care, Sag. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.